All right, y'all, welcome back to episode 5 of the Road to the Dance podcast. I am Chuck.
I'm Bubby.
And I'm Chub.
All right, so to start, we're going to get right into some recent news. I wanted to touch on some of the D2 over D1 upsets of the past week. To start, we have Hawaii Pacific shocking Boise State on opening day. Technically, we couldn't touch on it last podcast, but it was a little short notice because it was like a 9 p.m. game. Then we have Northwood stunning Western Michigan just 3 days later. Then Wilmington upsetting Delaware on Friday. Then North Greenville shocking Gardner-Webb yesterday. I like to say that these are like almost as rare as like a 16 seed upsetting a number 1 seed. So like to come in and see this happen 4 times, I mean it's just so improbable and so insane. If you're a coach, you just can't be dropping these games to D2 schools. You're in for a long season. The biggest one that kind of shocked me was Western Michigan because they won their matchup against Coastal Carolina on opening day and then lose to a D2 school the next day. Don't see how that really works, but definitely just a crazy sequence of events within the D2 versus D1 scene. Who knows, we might see 1 more or 2 more before conference play starts, but overall just a crazy sequence of events.
Sure.
Shout out to all those D2 teams. We're going to get right into the ranked matchups this week. We got North Carolina on the rise. They jumped up all the way to 18 in the AP poll after beating Kansas. Huge win for Tar Heels. Also got Purdue sitting number 1 at the top of the country. Super consistent, finding ways to win. We got big matchups this week, including tonight. We got Kentucky, Chubb's team versus Louisville. Then we got Arizona and UCLA this week. 2 must-win or must-watch games, I would say.
Illinois, Texas Tech tonight as well.
Yep.
It's going to be a great game.
Not gonna lie, Chubby, I do have Louisville in this game.
Ooh.
I'm sorry,
I'm on Chubby's side of this one. I think
Stats don't lie.
Stats don't lie. I think
40-16 all the time.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see after tonight. But yeah, ACC dominating their competition, 39-1 against non-conference teams. Pretty common, but shout out to the ACC. My Power 5 team of the.
No, we're not getting into that yet.
All right. My mid-major.
Not that either.
Some of my news around the NCAA. I have New Haven, brand new to D1, just secured their first win in their new division against UMass Lowell. Another one is Houston jumps Purdue for the number 1 spot in the Week 2 AP poll. Pretty nice jump up for Houston. Of course, Purdue's still being 2-0, but Houston having some solid wins. Illinois and Kentucky both rise to a top 3 spot in KenPom ranks. Of course, Illinois number 3, Kentucky number 1. Illinois' offensive rating is through the roof.
Yeah, is it number 1 in the country?
Yeah, number 1 or 2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, really surprising for both teams. And I think Alabama's at number 9. Florida bounces back with a win against North Florida and a dominant showing. I think they beat them by 60 points. And then, Arizona moving up steadily to the top 5 spot, kind of under the radar. I honestly didn't even know that they were at the 5 spot until today. But, yeah, that's mostly it for my news.
All right, yeah, so we're going to talk about Chubby's little trip to Champaign. To start, pretty far away from here, but definitely worth the drive. Really a great stadium overall. I think that the State Farm Center is a really cool, building in general. I mean, it's like a big circular dome, and it's just crazy when you're inside. There's, not a lot of stadiums like it. I thought that the layout was also good. The parking was reasonable and close, which is, I think that's something that you really want to look for when you go to college basketball games, because a lot of the time there's a little lot, or you're in a parking garage, it's all crammed in, you got a bunch of traffic, and it was really nice to just have a nice open lot, as if you're going to a grocery store. It was just like that. Yeah, it was a little expensive. It was $20 to park, but yeah, I'll let Chubby go into some of his thoughts.
Yeah, personally, $20 to park when you're paying $3 a ticket per game. I feel like that's kind of evens it out, but yeah, the stadium just really nice, people really nice, all the workers super nice. Not any bad seats in the house, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the nice thing about the dome is that you don't have those like columns that come down and block views. Just you can literally see everything from anywhere in the house.
Yeah, I really like how, kind of like just older it looks and just kind of like natural and traditional to what you'd see. It's like I like the roof, how it looked, which is kind of weird to say, but yeah, the lines were short. Just everything there was just super nice and quick, and just everyone was friendly.
Yeah, I think we went to go get souvenir cups at halftime, and we were talking about how it's probably the shortest halftime line we've ever seen. There was like 5 people in line.
Yeah.
That's just you just don't see that at sporting events, even like high school.
Yeah.
Like our high school sporting events, there's maybe 50 people in line at
easily,
halftime, easily line out the door, and I just think another thing about the layout is they did a great job. Like they constantly have all these separate stands, and that's just half of the stadium because our downside was half of it is blocked off that we'll get into later, but on the half that is open, there's just shops, stands everywhere, and that kind of balances out the line. And then I had to get the sweatshirt. I got the wrong size, so I had to go to 3 separate stands, which having 3 stands is like pretty, like, not universal thing to have within college basketball. I know that at a UIC game last year, they didn't have any stands. So, it really just shows like Power 5 funding versus like those mid-major funding and stuff like that. But yeah, our downside though was, half of that stadium is blocked off to people like reserved with tickets on the other side. So they can access the whole stadium. We can only access half. That's a downside. I'm biased because I'm a huge Illinois fan, so I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. But
probably go with like a 7.9. I mean, I just really love just everything. Just great people and stuff, and we also got to see a great offensive showing from Illinois.
Absolutely.
Like I said, jumped up to that number 1 or 2
Oswell,
spot.
31 points, insane showing from him. Even defensively, Big Z having 7 blocks, and we were talking about that today. Like 7 blocks, that's absurd. But
yeah, and then like he said, Big Z. That brings me into like getting to see all these European future stars that Illinois just seems to be so great at just producing kids from Europe and Will Riley from Canada.
Yeah,
just
international talent goes crazy at Illinois. But yeah, you want to touch on your popcorn for the people who don't follow the socials. You do popcorn reviews at the stadiums. So
yeah, go follow the socials though. But yeah, popcorn was great. Just a little bit dry. Had to set the kind of starting point, so I gave it like a 6.7 out of 10. Just a little bit dry. The salt was there. The salt was perfect, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited. The price was really good. $5 for one of those, just a big tub. All their concessions were pretty friendly.
That was another thing. Is not even just concessions. Like the whole thing was super cost effective. Besides parking, I think parking, like I touched on, was a little high, but balances out because we got into the stadium $3 a piece for each ticket, which is already like way below like market cost. Then you had cheap concessions, so like I think the souvenir cups were like six bucks, and then like you said, popcorn was like what, $4.50?
Yeah, really cheap for the popcorn.
Yeah, and then this sweatshirt is only $48.
Yeah,
like you just don't see that at sporting events. Like you go to an NBA game, you're spending like $85 for a sweatshirt. Like, come on.
Yeah, and even the lines to get in the stadium were like you're right through, not like the Pfizer where you have to it's like a TSA search where they're just trying to get literally everything out of you. But yeah, that's all for me.
Yeah, I think that's even part of like just the design of the stadium is it's so big and like long circular, so that there's so many gates that just people come in from all angles of the town. So you got people coming from the south and the north, and they all have different gates to go into. So that it's definitely an effective design that was very nice. But yeah. So that'll get us into our next little segment. We're going to play a little game of Wavelength. Wavelength is a game that blew up on TikTok this past year, so we are going to play it with a little college basketball twist. Each of us is going to get a sticky note from producer Vinny with a number on it. The other 2 podcast members will have 2 questions each to try to figure out the other podcast member's number. Closest gets a point. Most points at the end wins. So, producer Vinny, you want to hand out the cards?
Thanks.
Thank you, Vinny.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So, you want to ask anything?
Yeah, Chuck, give me a college town.
College town. Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Oh. Who is that? Like
Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan.
Chuck, give me logo colors.
Logo colors. Alright. It's a tough one. This is very objective. Personally, like maroon and yellow. It's like USC colors.
Okay. Well, Iowa. Alright, Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa State, USC.
Okay.
Chubb?
Chuck, give me a jersey.
Jersey. Give me the Iowa State white jerseys.
I actually do like those ones.
Okay.
I'm just getting the impression that all these are just like bland. Like, but give me give me an ACC team.
ACC team. We'll go West Virginia.
I think
You wanna guess first?
It's tough because they were all like color based. So like my personal opinion on colors, but yeah, you guys want to guess?
I'm gonna lock in and go 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with 4.
It was 3. Oh, you securing the point?
I just got the impression that it was very bland. Like once
Yeah.
he said what.
They're easy to gauge, but when it's colors, it's like, okay, well, does he like those colors?
Yeah.
Like,
Like I personally kind of like
I'd
the
take
Iowa
that.
State unis, but once I heard like that Michigan city is like
yeah, because it's not like a 1, because it is still a college town.
Yeah.
But it isn't like a good college town.
Yeah, like one of
Yeah.
those top ones.
Yeah.
Alright, me?
Yeah, we'll guess yours next.
Alright, who wants to go first?
You wanna guess?
I'll
first?
go first. Let me think here. We'll go. Give me a logo.
Logo?
Yeah.
Let's go Western Michigan.
Okay. Like, are we talking
I'm talking.
old Western Michigan, like the horse, or are we talking like the new,
Or
just
the
like
new-
the
just
talking
the
like
the-
W?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm talking
The
about
W,
not the horse.
That changes things.
Okay, Bubby, give me a conference.
Do we need a list of conferences here? Or do you think you got it?
I think I got it. Just let me think. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's just go Big East.
Okay.
Ooh, that shakes it up a
I'm like,
little
I'm
bit.
all over the place now.
I really like the Big East Conference.
Okay, I'm back up now, right?
Yeah.
Give me a Big Ten stadium, or like arena or venue.
What's it? Let's go Michigan State's. Because
Ooh, okay.
they're like, I know they're like, it's not the best.
You don't have to like give the city exactly.
Yeah, no, just Michigan State.
Okay. I'm like kind of all over the place. Now.
Yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place. Bubby, give me. Give me like. I don't know.
We're out of options here.
Yeah, give me like a. Just give me an arena like from
Anywhere?
Big Ten.
We already did Big Ten. Yeah, we just did Big Ten.
SEC then.
SEC. It's fine if you have to look them up. I mean, nobody really like.
I
I
mean,
know.
I'm trying to, like-
I know Big Ten stadiums, but like, understand we're more of a Big Ten country area.
I'm just
but
trying to like think like what, because SEC has like good stadiums.
Or we could just
Let's go SEC stadiums. Like
I would say because like we haven't visited there, so like
let's go.
based on perception.
yeah.
Okay, we could probably go Missouri, Mizzou Stadium.
Okay, I'm like all over the place. I guess I'll guess first. I'm gonna go 6.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with the 7.
this is very
I'm
over
gonna go
all
with
over the
6.
place. It
At
might be on
4,
me,
I was
but
gonna go-
it is a 4.
yeah, I was gonna
4?
go with a 6 or a
Okay.
4.
It was just like 4 is such a hard.
The Big
like,
East was a high pick
Yeah.
for a 4.
I know.
though.
Once I did say Big East, I was kind of regretting that, but like I didn't get the best options there. But,
So technically point me there, right?
Yeah.
You went, so, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So now the battle for the win for
boy.
Chubby here. Okay.
Here we go.
Better take your
Alright,
card.
I'll hand it real quick.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Alright. Give me a college basketball network, like that you watch it on.
That's a good one.
Give me the Big Ten pre-expansion.
Like the network, like CBS or like
Oh, okay. Give me. Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's kind of like based on like what you like, but I do like CBS to
CBS.
watch.
Give
For this one, yeah.
like I could go conference. Give me like in the Big Ten like the fan attendance like how do I like word that like
Yeah, I guess just like give me a Big Ten attendance. I mean, I don't really
Yeah,
think
like,
I'm
I'm
super-
Purdue.
Okay, okay.
So yep.
Give me a. It's a tough one. Give me a coach throughout all of college basketball. Give me a coach.
Let's go with. John Shire.
Okay. I know where I'm at.
Give me let me think about this real quick. Give me like let me think. I don't know how I would like word this, but like I guess like history of like the like
Yeah, like a program's like history.
Program's
like
history,
give me a
yeah.
program's like a program. Or basically, just give me a program.
yeah, give me like a
UCLA.
Oh, okay. 10.
Yeah, 10.
10.
Yeah, 10.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was-
well, you guys both get the winner because whoever guesses first was gonna get it.
Yeah, it was Chuck. I'll give Chuck the win there.
I was trying to kind of shake it up with John Shire because he could maybe be a 9 just because like kind of newer, but
Yeah,
I was gonna go Patino, but
I was
then
thinking
it's like-
overall, I'm like, yeah, it's got to be 10. Like, there's one that like maybe we'll be a little bit lower, but like it's definitely 10.
because if I would have went with Patino, whoever guesses first
Yeah, I was
is
gonna
gonna
say-
win
I was
already.
gonna- yeah.
Like, I feel like
I was
Purdue
pretty
was
close.
a pretty good
I
attendance.
was pretty close to going like 9 on.
Take your card. There you go.
Yeah, we'll definitely get some more games. Throughout the rest of the season and a lot of games in summer because I mean that's one period of time that I'm not looking forward to. That every 2 weeks and like I mean it won't be bad at the portal there for a while, but like
yeah.
once we get
Once
into
you
like
get to,
August and September, that's gonna be brutal. No college basketball news in August and September. Everything's all just college football. So,
Yeah.
but that'll bring us into our teams of the week. Starting with Power 5, I have Gonzaga. That little disclaimer. Technically, Gonzaga isn't Power 5, but the way I look at it is when Gonzaga is ranked, I would consider them a Power 5 team. They have the, recruiting, the strength, all that to be a Power 5 school. Technically, the conference isn't. But then when they're unranked, I would consider them more of a mid-major. But with that being said, like I said, Power 5, Gonzaga. Gonzaga picks up their second victory of the season over Oklahoma, 83-68. The Zaga squad looked polished. Me and Chubby were both watching the game at producer Vinny's house, and we were just shocked at how many points they were getting inside the paint. We were arguably yelling about oh my God, is Oklahoma's defense really this bad? We had a friend literally listing off the stats as we were watching the game, 34 points in the paint at halftime compared to Oklahoma's 4, and we were just what? That's insane. And then it might be a little bit too early to tell, okay, well, was this Oklahoma's interior defense being awful, or was this an elite Gonzaga offense in the paint? But tying Grant Foster really impressed me. Filling out the stat sheet, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. But we all know he's a star. That's expected of guys like that. The guy who kind of fell more under the radar was Graham Ike. He had a 19-point, 11-rebound, double-double. Overall, a strong showing for this Bulldog squad.
I'm excited. Power 5 team of the week. Gotta go Bama. I was so stoked when we beat St. John's. Extreme early season matchup at Madison Square Garden. Beating St. John's 103-96. Now they're 8th in the country. I'm just very shocked that they won this game, to be honest. I had faith in them, but I just didn't think they were gonna beat out St. John's.
Yeah, I think earlier in the season we did talk about this in the Big East preview. The problem with St. John's right now is that they're struggling to balance all of their super high efficiency scorers out. I think that's why Bama was able to capitalize off that and get the dub.
Yeah, definitely. So for my Power 5 team of the week, I went with Indiana. I watched this game on Sunday morning. They came into this Sunday game going to make a statement to beat this Marquette team that's been pretty solid over the past few years. Of course, at a neutral site game. Hoosiers look very efficient on the offensive side of the ball, especially good from the three-point line. Just their starters combined for 13 total. Defense looks solid. Marquette doesn't really have that guy scoring yet, but I still think the defense looked really good. Tucker DeVries and Lamar Wilkerson combined for 50 points and 12 threes, making 6 threes each. Great offensive showing from those two guys. This is my favorite game that I got to watch all week, just because I think this is very great and very needed start for this Indiana program that's been so good in the past, but a little bit shaky over the past 2-3 years. But this is a great start for them, and that's why I have them at my Power 5 team of the week.
Yeah, for sure. With that being said, I'm going to move into the mid-major team of the week. For my mid-major team of the week, I have Ohio. Ohio picks up their first win of the season against Illinois State, who were early season favorites to be one of the best mid-majors in the country. Their interior defense was able to hold off Illinois State early in the game, which is a focal point for the win for the Bobcats. Illinois State did come out the half very strong, but Ohio rallies back to win 72-68. I was really impressed by Javon Simmons, who won the battle against one of my preseason favorite bigs in Chase Walker. Honestly, just humiliating him all around. 16 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist, all while winning the battle defensively. He has to go as my impact player of the week. Overall, a impressive showing from the Bobcats.
Very nice. My mid-major team of the week goes to Gonzaga. Started season 2-0 already. Looking like a top mid-major team in the country. You asked me, just really hot start, and yeah.
Same as Bubby. My mid-major team of the week is Gonzaga. I personally don't really consider them as a mid-major team because they've been so good and can't be in the WCC and win it every year.
But especially with their the way they do their conference tournament, where it's one long games they have to play. Whereas if you're a 10 seed in their tournament, you have to win 8 games to win. It's just crazy.
Yeah, they ragdolled the Sooners, like Chuck said. They couldn't miss when they got into the paint. Of course, the 34 points in the paint compared to the 4. Then out-rebounded an SEC team that was pretty solid last year by double digits, and I think they almost had more offensive rebounds than Oklahoma had total rebounds in the first half at least. Tyron Grant Foster off the bench looked very good for someone. I mean, we knew he was pretty good, a little bit underrated guy. 14 points, and then Graham Ike with a 19-point, 11 rebound double-double, like Chuck said. They made Oklahoma look like a mid-major MAC team, not throwing any shade at the MAC conference. But, I mean
SEC compared to MAC, you get the point.
Yeah. Yeah, they just made them look like a MAC team with the way that they out-rebounded, outscored, and just all-around out-hustled them. That shouldn't be happening with an SEC team that has to put up with these Floridas, Kentuckys, and Alabamas. Like, if they're going to lose like this, they're not going to compete. And Gonzaga just looked really good.
Yeah, so now moving into my personal favorite segment, the underdog of the week. I feel like it's always good to shine light onto these programs that don't get a lot of national attention. So my underdog of the week is Vermont. Vermont rolls to a 2-0 start, picking up 2 dubs over D3 WNEU and D3 Plattsburgh State. Obviously, these are games you should be winning. It's a D3 versus D1. Would be even bigger of an upset than D2 over D1. But so their first real test comes against Brown. This game goes into double overtime, leading to a double overtime victory, 89-84 in favor of the Catamounts. This was a great game to watch, and TJ Long looked insane. 40 points as well as 13 rebounds. He also racked up 3 steals and hit 5 threes. This guy looked like he could play for any Power 5 team in the country, so expect huge things from TJ Long and this Vermont squad this season. Not too much competition in the American East.
All right, my underdog team of the week goes to Bucknell. Went over St. Mary's, 73-62. You know, they were up as much as like 12 points. St. Mary's did cut down that.
Let's just go with it.
They did cut the lead though, cutting it close at the end of the game. Yeah, that's just my underdog.
Yeah, I mean, Mount St. Mary's was a tournament team last year, so I think that's an impressive victory for an underdog team like Bucknell.
Kind of a shocker here. Vermont being my underdog of the week as well as Chuck's.
But we do not coordinate.
Yeah,
these
we
beforehand.
like
It's completely personal takes here.
Yeah,
so
we like the kind of on the spot, like, okay, and like relating to them. But yeah, I had Vermont at my underdog team of the week. They won 2 games this week, coming against Pittsburgh State and Brown. Brown game going into double overtime, like Chuck said. Their offense looked really good so far this season. Few scores averaging over 10 a game. My impact player of the week goes to TJ Long, who was firing on all cylinders against Brown. 40 points, and then, the 13 rebounds, then 18 in the other game this week. The Catamounts rebounding has been phenomenal, especially on the offensive end. This team just played really good this week and had a phenomenal start to the season, like Chuck said. Don't really have that much competition in their conference. Could see, an at-large bid conference bid to the tournament.
Yeah.
And maybe, TJ Long becoming that, kind of underrated tournament guy.
Impact transfer possibly as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like a senior or anything yet.
Yeah, I think he's a senior, but...
Oh.
Yeah, but like Chuck said, he probably could be playing at any Power 5 school. But yeah, Vermont looked really good, and it's my underdog of the week.
Yeah, so what would you guys say was like your favorite team out of the 3 teams here? Or what would be your overall team of the week? Chubby, you want to start?
I really did like Vermont, but I got to go with Indiana. I really like Indiana as a basketball school in the Big Ten. Of course, just their overall greatness of how they've always been, and just this game especially. I'm not a huge Marquette fan. Like, they're watchable,
Yeah.
team close, but I feel like I've always been more, not a big fan of Marquette, but they just looked really good and, making all those threes and just Tucker DeVries and Lamar Wilkerson, 50 points, 12 threes combined. Just looked really good. It's my, overall, it's my team of the week.
All right, Bubby, overall team of the week for you?
Pretty obvious. Gonna have to go Bama.
It's fair.
Astounding win. Especially this early on in the season. Just showing out their flaws, and my team of the week.
Yeah, so for me, my overall team of the week is back-to-back weeks. I'm going with my mid-major team, Ohio. I really want to emphasize that this is a huge win, coming in and beating Illinois State, who, yes, we don't know if they're going to pan out, but preseason odds and preseason media perception showed this Illinois State team as one of those top schools in the country. They were going to be that Cinderella team, the 2018 Loyola Chicago, or that St. Peter's team, or something like that. Just a team that'll go in and have a run in March. So I think it's huge for Ohio to come in and pick up their first win of the season against a team like this after falling to Arkansas State in their season opener. But great way to open at home as well.
Yeah.
So that'll pretty much wrap it up for this episode. We will be heading over to Madison to watch Wisconsin and SIUE on Monday. I believe that's the 17th?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds about
Yeah,
right.
the 17th.
Sounds about right.
Monday the 17th, Wisconsin versus SIUE at the Kohl Center. Excited for that.
Excited for the Kohl Center, very big stadium. Hopefully there's a good amount of fans there because they haven't filled it out since probably 2014.
Yeah.
But should be good game. Get to see Wisconsin in action. See if they still play slower than Virginia offense.
Yeah, that brutal Virginia offense or Wisconsin offense, doesn't matter.
Pretty much the same,
Yeah.
Bo Ryan offensive.
Yeah, I like the defense. The hedge defense on at least Virginia's part. I know that they like to do that, but for Wisconsin and I don't know. It's just the defense is okay, but then the offense is pretty boring to watch compared to a fast-paced Illinois or a super fast-paced, high-scoring Kentucky, or even I think all of our favorite teams are very fast-paced, high-scoring teams.
Yeah.
I think Bama was the fastest paced team in the country last year. I think Illinois was third. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kentucky?
I think sixth. Sixth, yeah.
Yeah, so we're all used to super fast paced basketball, so going in and watching that slow snail pace.
Yeah, and Wisconsin having their fastest paced basketball playing last year, and they're still 100th in the country pace of play. But yeah, should be exciting. I'm excited to see John Blackwell, Nolan Winter. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what's his name, Middleton kid.
Wait, are you talking about Kinzinger?
No, we'll just move on from that. But yeah, excited to see guys like that.
Yeah, so that'll pretty much wrap it up for this episode. Let Chubby do his little spiel. Follow us on the socials.
Follow us on the socials: Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Posting popcorn reviews and stuff.
Yeah, more. We have what? Well, no, because you're not gonna be at all the games.
Not gonna be at all of them.
It's I think we're at least gonna see another 10 popcorn reviews coming. So.
Bubby maybe could take over for one or two.
Yeah,
or maybe producer Vinny. You never know.
Let's get him some screen.
And let's also give a shout out to producer Vinny.
Yeah, huge shout out to producer Vinny. Or if we bring some to the podcast studio, have a live popcorn review.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a pretty good one.
I could bring some back from Florida because I'm going to FGCU in a couple of weeks. We could see that happen.
Could see that happen,
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next week for episode 6.